Welcome to the Crypto Infinity channel where we try to help you find infinite ways to make money. My name is Hector and my goal is to help you reach financial freedom. Now before we get started, go hit that like and subscribe. Not a financial advisor, but now let's get started with your daily market update. Alright, so we have the market cap sitting at 1.74 trillion. We're up a little over 1% over the last day. We have Bitcoin sitting at 38,000, Ethereum sitting at 2,500, XRP sitting at 81 cents. We surpassed that 80-cent support line, so that's a good sign. Cardano sitting at 79 cents. CRO sitting at 38 cents. Algorand sitting at 70 cents. Hedera 20 cents. We see the market's pretty much kind of confused, half green, half red, but overall, we should be in the positive direction. If we take a look at the crypto bubbles, we see XRP, Rune, KDA, XLM, SCRT. They've been pumping today. The majority of the coins are in the green. Some are in the red, but for the most part, the coins are in the green. If we take a look at the Bitcoin charts, our technical saying is a good time to sell. I would not sell, especially if you're not in profit. I would just keep on holding my tokens or keep on accumulating. Again, Bitcoin back up at 39,000. So if we trade sideways now, it shouldn't be long before we break out and hopefully hit that 45,000 support line. XRP, it's a different scenario. We broke that 80-cent support line. Now we're at 81 cents. So as long as we stay there, we should be headed up for $1. Our technical saying is a good time to buy. Again, I've been stating in the previous videos to not sell, especially not XRP. Keep on accumulating. But again, I am not a financial advisor, and that's just my opinion. If we take a look at Jeremy Hogan's tweet, he says, boom. He said he doesn't use this term lightly. The SEC's motion to strike the fair notice defense is denied. This is the one thing we've been waiting for. Now the SEC has something to lose. So on James K. Fallon, says XRP community, motion to strike fair notice defense denied. Good sign. We should be ready for a pump. That's why we've pretty much been pumping today. XRP price explodes after judge issues ruling against the SEC. The price of the crypto asset XRP is surging after a federal judge ruled that Ripple can proceed with one of its central arguments against the SEC. Court documents show Judge Torres has denied the SEC's motion to strike Ripple from using a fair notice defense. The San Francisco-based payments company has long argued that the SEC did not give Ripple adequate notice that the agency considered XRP to be a security. XRP has jumped 15% in the last 24 hours and it was at 84 cents at the time of the publishing. In an interview with Fox News, Ripple General Counsel Stuart Alderati says the order highlights Ripple's argument. Today's order confirms that there is serious question as to whether the SEC ever provided Ripple with fair notice fair notice that its distributions of XRP since 2013 would ever be prohibited under the securities laws. We will continue to fight hard in defending this case so that the industry can get the clarity it deserves to move forward and thrive. So again, we've been stating that after the executive order, we should have this case moving pretty quick and giving more clarity to the markets. In addition, Judge Torres is denying Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse and co-founder Chris Larson's motion to dismiss the SEC's individual charges against him. Alderati says he remains confident the SEC's allegation will be dismissed. While we have preferred the cases against Brad and Chris to end now, the court has decided to make the SEC prove its claims. We are confident that ultimately all of the SEC's claims will be dismissed. We take a look at this other article. It says XRP price prepares to break out to $1. So I believe that we will break past $1 by this weekend. All these wells are accumulating. A brief technical and on-chain analysis on Ripple price. FX Streets analysis evaluate where XRP could be heading next. So again, they stated right here, XRP price prepares to break out past $1. If we take a look at the Ripple website, XRP, the best digital asset for global payments. XRP offers financial institutions the fastest, most reliable option for sourcing liquidity on demand. What is XRP? XRP is the digital asset built for payments. It is a native digital asset on the XRP ledger, an open source, permissionless, and decentralized blockchain technology that can settle transactions in 3 to 5 seconds. instead of 3 to 5 days, like with the Swift system. XRP can be sent directly without needing a central intermediary, making it a convenient instrument in bridging two different currencies quickly and efficiently. How is XRP used? Faster, less costly, and more scalable. Again, those words were on the executive order that Biden just used. Faster, less costly, and more scalable than any other digital asset. XRP and the XRP ledger are used to power innovative technology across the payments space. Ripple is focused on building technology to help unleash new utility for XRP and transform global payments. Third parties are also pursuing other XRP related use cases. So again, I believe this is an alternative to Swift, but we'll just have to see what happens. So now let's take a look at this video.
The XRP token as a security. Joining me now, Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple. Brad, thank you so much for being here. It's great to see you.
Good to see you too, Kate. Thanks for having me.
Of course, it's a big week for crypto with this executive order. What does this mean for the industry, and what's the big takeaway for you?
Look, I think this has been a very positive event, and frankly, we had heard, as I'm sure you had, a lot of rumors about an upcoming executive order, and I think this exceeded my expectations of what we could have even hoped for. Because, look, the first step to solving a problem is acknowledging you have one, and for me, the executive order is really calling out something we've been saying for years, that one, this is a massive industry. It's not going away. We have tens of millions of U.S. citizens participating in various ways, which is awesome. But it also is calling out that, look, we have had a fragmented and siloed approach to regulation here in the United States, and that is impacting the United States leadership in this very critical, very rapidly growing industry. So I thought it was a very positive evolution, and I'm hopeful that it'll catalyze some solutions that we haven't seen yet.
And that seemed to be one of the big themes, competitiveness and the U.S. not wanting to fall behind on being on really the forefront of innovation. Do you think that played into it, the U.S. feeling like it might be falling behind?
I think it's clear it had a big impact in why the executive order was written. I think what we have seen really, and you kind of see, particularly the talk about silos, you kind of see to some degree the executive branch saying, hey, this SEC, the Securities Exchange Commission, can't take singularly the lead because it has to think holistically. Every time the SEC is mentioned in the executive order, it's alongside the CFTC as well as the CFPB. And I think we have seen here in the United States, things have been withheld. Sorry, they've been moving more slowly. And as to your question, outside the United States, in countries like Japan, in Singapore, in the UK, in Switzerland, even in the UAE, you're seeing entrepreneurs and investors able to pursue opportunities in crypto and blockchain without that uncertainty, because the regulatory clarity has been there. Something Ripple has been calling for from well beyond even the recent lawsuit with the SEC.
So you mentioned the SEC. I got to ask you about the SEC versus Ripple case. What can you tell us about that at this point? What's the latest, and has there been any progress when it comes to that lawsuit?
Well, it's been, almost not quite a year and a half since the SEC sued Ripple, sued myself, sued Chris Larson, and we are moving as expeditiously as we can. It has certainly been frustrating to see the SEC drag their feet. This past week, expert discovery wrapped up. The SEC had sought delays around that, and one of the ironies around this has been that Gary Gensler, the chair of the SEC, has been quoted as saying, "Justice delayed is justice denied," and then the SEC goes out and seeks delays. It's rare for a defendant against the SEC to be pushing to see things happen faster, but we think it's very clear that the SEC has overstepped. The SEC has taken what's called the Howey test, which is the test to determine if something's security, and they've really stretched it beyond recognition. So I'm hopeful and optimistic we'll see some decisions around some key elements that are before the court today, that maybe within weeks. We'll see. I think the questions that the court has been asking, have been very thoughtful, and I'm hopeful that we'll get some clarity soon.
And you've described the SEC in the past as really picking winners, and the idea that XRP as a cryptocurrency has been taken off of exchanges like Coinbase. In some senses, investors have missed out and not been able to trade XRP on those exchanges. Ripple has also seen certain downsides. Is it fair to say that the SEC is picking winners when it comes to XRP or other cryptocurrencies?
Well, one of the things I loved about the executive order, there are a number of themes that we have been at least championing in the marketplace that we saw in that executive order. One of them was about the importance of a level playing field. And as you pointed out, a big part of the executive order was around U.S. competitiveness. And what we saw happen at the SEC is, picking winners and losers, saying, hey, we don't think ETH is a security, but we do think XRP is a security, despite a whole lot of similarities. So I think that with the executive order, I'm hopeful that we'll get some of that level playing field we have sought. It's certainly not the role for the federal government to pick winners and losers. I think I'm a supporter and believer in what's happening in the Ethereum ecosystem. There's different use cases. And again, the executive order calls out specific use cases, for example, around cross-border payments, where Ripple has been focused really since the beginning, and how XRP, the digital asset kind of native to our solution, can really solve a lot of problems and benefit many consumers and businesses here in the United States.
Before we go, former SEC Commissioner Jay Clayton joined Squawk Box to talk about crypto regulation.
So that's some pretty interesting news. But that is all that we have for the daily market update today. Thanks to each and every one of you. Remember, if you like the content, hit that like and subscribe. Make sure you share the video. Thanks, and until next time.